What up, world? Trying to talk my shit, man. I don't know what's on my mind right now. I just looked at a video and I just looked at the title, right? I don't know what to do. You know what he talking about. But I ain't looked at the video yet. I'm gonna tell you why though. Cause he's talking about like you gotta be gangster, right? So it stunned me. It just hit me real quick, like gangster. Yeah, you do gotta be gangster. Like have heart to defend yourself and shit. But at the same time, like me, I ain't no gangster. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't that soft neither. I only hurt somebody if they like touch me or something. You know what I'm saying? But OG kind of right though, because in a way, this world it's a jungle world, so you got to be gangster. Or people are, I go through that shit. Or people are, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really nice as fuck. But I notice when you deal with me with the world right now, this shit so turned up. In a way, you do got to be gangster. But you want to be careful with that shit too, being gangster and shit, cause man, like you'll all because you walk away from that shit. I don't just bite all the time. You ain't weak because you walked away or you didn't want to fight that person or you didn't want to prove your point at the time. I'm gonna tell you why. Because hey, bro, even a little kid will pop you, my nigga. Anybody will pop you. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't want to trap yourself because you'll lose everything you got being gangster. Sometimes I know we promote that shit because this is this old jungle ass lifestyle and shit, right? But sometimes you gotta walk away from that shit. Like even when somebody say something fucked up to you, you gotta go get away from them and shit. You ain't necessarily don't necessarily snap all the time. Cause you might fuck yourself up. I just seen a bunch of niggas in the chain gang, right? Just been up in there just they were living straight, my nigga. Until they had like prove their manhood, my nigga and shit. And they whole motherfucking shit flip. Cause they pop somebody. Or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy we gotta move around like that. But at the same time, you don't got to move around like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like when people fuck with me and shit, just on me and shit, I let them go and just do that shit. I just go and get away from them. Cause I already know my outcome. It's either gonna be jail or death. Cause if I win the fight, it's scared. I'm gonna be real. I'm scared. So if I win the fight defending myself, shit, I still got something to worry about. I gotta go to the chain gang. I ain't gonna get no break. Cause I'm a nigga in the street, so I ain't gonna get no break like that. So sometimes I had to let the motherfuckers just go on my mouth, they pump me out, shit like that. I just go and get away from them, man. Cause I know what I'm dealing with. I'm a nigga, so I ain't finna get no like, you know what I'm saying? You have to think about that shit. As long as motherfuckers just don't immediately attack you, man, get away from that motherfucker, man. Cause let me show you something too. Like some of us gangster, but you know why we gangster? Cause we emotional and shit, and we really weak on the inside. That's why we want to fight all the time and defend our points and shit. That shit. If that shit ain't no motherfucking real life threatening shit, man, just get the fuck away from that. Let that motherfucker win that shit, man. Don't get the fuck away from that shit. Cause your ass motherfucker snapped out around that bitch. Every motherfucker ain't gonna go and change that. You be like, damn, why I did that? Why I could have just walked away and shit, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm talking about? Cause when you get it now, and then some people that be like fucking with people acting gangster and shit, you know, some of them don't even really go that hard. They probably just do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause they probably got bag up. Somebody like they don't really go hard by themselves. The only reason they fucking with you because they probably got cousins, kin folks, or some shit that got their back and shit. But one on one, man, some of the people you can eat their ass up. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta look at all this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people really is gangster like that, but then some are acting gangster out of fear, cause they really scared. Cause some people that'll fuck you up, they real quiet and shit, and they roll by themselves and shit. And some people that really ain't gonna go that motherfucker hard, they be in crowds and shit. They probably just doing that shit cause they got somebody that got their back. shit like that. But one-on-one, the motherfucker, they gonna go that motherfucker hard, bro. Oh, so I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Like, I don't won a lot of fights, man. I ain't won every fight I've been in, bro. So sometimes you gotta be like, fuck being gangster. Just be a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm gonna keep it real. Like some of the rappers we listen to, yeah, I love my rap music and shit, but some of them boys don't even know how to fight. You know, for real. They had other guys defending them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do. Some of them really been in that shit. But you ain't gotta always prove you a gangster though, cause sometimes that shit fuck your head up. Then you can't come about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that damn motherfucking gangster, cause then your ass gonna fail in society. I'm living proof. You know what I'm saying? You can become a loser if you be too gangster. But go goddamn answer for all that time and shit. I know how it feels to fight in the cell and get beat up or beat another motherfucker up. I know how that shit feels. There's some folk, they don't really know how that shit feels like that. They don't really know. It's one thing, like, that shit fuck you up. So like sometimes you can't even get back in life after you do that shit. You can't even get back in life. I'm shit, me and Minnie living proof of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be like, fuck that shit. Let a motherfucker mouth off. As long as they don't touch you and shit, just get away from them and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta just necessarily prove that shit all the time. Cause a lot of us just doing that shit cause it's a trend. Motherfuckers ain't really going that hard. Like I done had people say shit to do shit to me and shit. And they be doing that shit, gotta be by myself. I ain't got no bag up or nothing like that. So they real hard on me. You know what I'm saying? They probably got a gun or something and shit like that. So they real hard toward me. I ain't no gangsta ass nigga for real, but I am from the street though. You know